Hello everyone. If you've stumbled upon this video, then I'm pretty sure you would be amazed by the OpenAI's GPT-3 architecture. Some might even have a query that what exactly is GPT-3? Well, GPT-3 is the most powerful language model ever. It has close to 175 billion parameters. Just imagine how big 1 billion as a number is and multiply that to 175. So you have close to 175 trainable parameters in the GPT-3 language model. So in this video, I'll create a simple demo that converts your normal English text into SQL-like query using GPT-3. Without wasting any further time, let's get started. Before I jump onto the actual demo, a big shout out to Shreya, Devin, and Bora for creating this amazing repository called as GPT-3/Sandbox. The goal of the project is to enable users to create a simple web application and use the OpenAI's GPT-3 model. I'll be making use of one file from this amazing repository, which is called as the gpt.py file. If you want to experiment out with the repository as well as contribute to the repository, feel free to star the repository as well as fork the repository. Now that I've told you which file I'll be using from which repository, let's move on to the actual demo that is there. Before I jump into the demo directly, I wanted to show you the directory structure. As you can clearly see from the directory structure, there are two files that I have. The first file is gpt.py, which I have borrowed from the repository that I just showed you. The next file is gpt_secret_key.json file, through which I'll be able to access OpenAI's API. In order to get your secret key, please visit OpenAI's website. If this idea is clear to you, let's move forward. Before we start using the GPT-3 model, we'll first have to install the OpenAI package. So let me run this cell. So as you can clearly see, the installation is successful. Let's now move forward and import the necessary modules, that is the JSON module as well as the OpenAI module. So let me run this cell. Let me catch hold of the secret key from the gpt_secret_key file and store it into a variable called as data. Since data is a dictionary, I'll access the key, which is the API key, and save it into a variable called as OpenAI.API_key. So let me run this. I'll move forward and I'll import the GPT as well as the example functions from the GPT file that I just uploaded. So let me run this cell. The next thing that is required is to create an instance of the GPT-3 model. So the first thing that I do is I specify the engine, which is DaVinci. The next parameter that I specify is temperature, and I set the value to 0.5. This parameter, that is a temperature parameter, governs the randomness in the Boltzmann distribution. Lower temperature means that you have less random completions in the output. As the temperature approaches 0, the model will become deterministic and repetitive in nature. So it is advisable to have a value for temperature close to 0. The next parameter is something called as max_tokens, and I set it to a value of 100. Max_tokens is the number of tokens to be generated after prompt. Now what exactly is prompt? Well, all of that would be clear in the next section. So let me run this cell. The task that I've chosen is to convert your normal sentences into SQL statements. So the way you do that is by calling the function add_example from the GPT instance that you've just created and passing the examples in the form of input and output. So the first piece is where I specify the sentence. The second piece is where I enter the SQL syntax. So let me run this cell. And let me run the other examples that are there as well. As you can clearly see from the examples above, the first part of the example is your actual sentence and the second part of your example is the SQL syntax. So let me run this. So if I just have a sentence called as display the highest salary from the worker table is what I speak in natural language, then correspondingly my SQL syntax is select max of salary from worker. So this is what I've created. I've taken very few examples of sentence to SQL and I've added that example into the GPT instance that I just created. So let me run this as well. Let me add one more example. Let me add the final example now. So all the examples with respect to a proper question answer system have been added. Let's move forward and look at the predictions now. Prompt is basically the input that you want to pass in for making a prediction. So now if I type the sentence display the lowest salary from the worker table and I equate it to the prompt variable. So let me do that first. Now that the input is ready, the only thing that I'll have to do is I'll have to make a call to the OpenAI's API and catch hold of the response that I get. So the way I do that is by calling the function gpt.submit_request and I pass in the input value, which is the prompt value. So let me run this. And let me now show you the output. So before I show you the actual output, let me show you the structure that exists. So this is the response that you get. And if you look at the text section, you have something called as the output, which returns the SQL query from the input that you provided. So let me go back to the way you can access the output directly. So if you carefully look at the input that I passed in, display the lowest salary from worker table, then the output is select min salary from worker. I didn't specify anything with respect to max or min. All of this is given out as a response from the GPT-3 model. Let's go forward and look at the next example. So the next statement that I have is tell me the count of employees working in the department of HR. So let me run this. Let me submit the request in order to get the final response. And let me now show you the response as well. So as you can clearly see, it tells me select count star from worker where department is equal to HR. So as you can clearly see from the output, GPT-3 is really very powerful in terms of creating the right output with very few training examples that are there. Let's move on to the final example that I have in mind. Now, the next question that I have or the next statement that I have in mind is get me the salary details of the workers whose age lies between 25 and 35. So it's not a very straightforward SQL statement. It's a fairly complex statement. So let me run this. Now, rather than using the submit_request function, you can also use the get_top_reply function. So let me run this cell. So as you can clearly see, when you pass in the input as get me the salary details of the workers whose age lies between 25 and 35, it is smart enough to find out that the SQL corresponding statement is select salary from worker where age between 25 and 35. Feel free to experiment with GPT-3 model more so that you can come up with more fancy NLP based solutions. This was a small demo that I had in mind in order to show you the power of GPT-3 model. I hope you like the video. If you do like the content that I post on my channel, it would be really helpful if you can press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to be notified for future amazing videos on data science and machine learning. Thank you so much for watching the video.